Hey everybody, it's Josie. Welcome back to Cedar Creek Homestead. It's early morning here on the farm, and I thought before I get little Howie up for the day that I would get on here and give you a update on Rowdy. If you saw his video, the video that I did on Wednesday, then you know that he is in Children's Hospital and he's still there. But I thought that I would give you an update of how yesterday went on Thursday. And maybe have some information for you later today. The doctor doesn't do her rounds until 9, so it's usually 10:30, 11, or even after before I really have any kind of information from her. Haven't heard from the kids yet this morning, so I thought that I would just go ahead and tell you the latest. Shine's been putting some of the information over on our Facebook page. So, after I put the video up on Wednesday night, they decided to do a breathing study on Rowdy. He was staying agitated with being intubated, and they were having to switch, give 3 different sedation medicines to get him to be calm and to try to lay still and have his little hands tied to the bed so that he wouldn't pull out the tubes and all of that kind of stuff. So they did this study, and they determined that his breathing was good, even though he was fighting pneumonia. His breathing was good, and so I thought that that's where everything was going to stop. This was in the overnight hours, and so this hospital is terrific hospital working with the children, and so anyway, later on in the night, he just continued to be agitated. His heart rate would drop, and they'd have to go in and work with him. And I believe Shine said they worked for 3 hours just trying to get him to calm so that the heart rate would stay up, and that, you know, he try to get him settled. So at 3 in the morning, they decided to go ahead and take out all the intubation tubes, and they put him on a nasal cannula. And he seemed to calm down, to settle down some, and actually had a good night. So yesterday, what the doctors decided to do was, he had that lead going into his groin because when it all started, they tried all the different places to do his to get leads and to get all the tubes in so they could do, you know, fluids and all the medications and stuff. So they actually had it going through his groin. They have taken that out, and he has an IV in his arm now. He's getting his antibiotics by mouth. They took him off of the steroids. Let's see what else they did. Took out his feeding tube and gave him bottles of formula. And he did okay with that. They're giving him 2 ounces. I guess they're giving him 2 2-ounce bottles, so that's 4 ounces at a time. But I will tell you that he drinks more than 4 ounces at a time, and he's also an eater. He eats, you know, he eats table food. What he's able to eat, because the little fella only has 2 teeth. But we still give him, you know, if we're having green beans, and he eats all of those things. He is really good to eat. Vegetables and all that kind of stuff, but he hasn't had anything by mouth as far as solid foods yet, and I don't know if they'll start that today or what they'll do. But I did get to see, they're not supposed to take pictures, but she did a FaceTime, and I got to see him hold him. He held his own bottle, drank it right down. He has a little bit of an issue right now. His sugar is running high. Normally he doesn't. Hasn't had any trouble with that. Now what they're trying to do is keep him happy, Lady Cheyenne, of course, because he has the IV, he has the nasal cannula, so they don't have his hands tied anymore. But he wants to roll over. He likes to sleep some on his tummy, and they're having trouble keeping him on his back. But all of the other things are looking good. We got, they got the reports, the test results. They do x-rays every day of his chest, his lungs. And they got the tests back, and the pneumonia has not grown any. So the antibiotics is working. However, I still give glory to the Lord, because so many people are praying for him, and we appreciate that. So I believe that the Lord touched. So the lungs are good. They've got him down to 2 liters on his oxygen that he's receiving. Now that might have changed overnight if they turned it down some. I don't know. Like I said, I haven't got to talk to Cheyenne yet. But their goals as of yesterday was to get him off, keep working with him until he's off of his oxygen, finish his antibiotic rounds. I would suppose he's going to have to eat solid foods by mouth. He's really hoarse when he cries. He has just a little cry. It's loud enough, though, that you can hear him, but it's not his normal cry. And so they talked about moving them to a regular room out of intensive care, which is all good things that we want to hear, going in the right direction. As of last night, however, they didn't have him moved to a room yet, to a regular room. But he, I don't know if that's just hospital, because, it seems like sometimes it takes a little bit, especially when they're discharging. It seems like it takes forever to get you discharged. So they haven't moved him yet, unless they moved him in the night. But I talked to him about 10 o'clock last night, and they hadn't moved him yet. So I'm assuming that he's still there this morning. But everything is good, and I just wanted to come on here and let all of y'all know that that have loved and encouraged our family all this time, from way back till now, that have loved us, encouraged us, prayed for us. We appreciate it, and the prayers are felt, and little Rowdy's on the mend. Now, his birthday is on Sunday. I don't know if he'll get to be home by that time or not. Had a birthday party scheduled for yesterday, and it's moved up at least another week, but that's all okay. We will be glad to celebrate him when we get him home, and I'm looking forward to having a little Meemaw and Rowdy time, rocking him and singing to him, and it wouldn't be possible without the mercies and kindness of our Lord, and beautiful friends like you that have taking the time to reach out and say, hey, we're still praying, and we want to keep updated on little Rowdy. So I just wanted to let you know the latest. We're going in the right directions. There's not been any setbacks. Oh, they got the test results back from the heart. Remember, if you watched that video, I told you that the rhinovirus and the adenovirus can cause problems with the brain and the liver, lungs, heart. If they got the last result, which was the heart, back, and everything is good. He's not been affected by any of those things. And the breathing tube, him being intubated and his heart rate dropping, that was caused, they think, because the intubation tube was laying on a nerve that goes to his heart, and they believe that's what was causing the episodes with the heart rate dropping. So there's no problems there. Everything is sounding good, and we're just looking forward to our family all being back together again here on the farm, and getting back to life and all the crazy stuff. It is so hot here. We're in the days where you wake up in the morning and go out in anticipation that it's going to be cool, and it's already hot. For the next few days it'll be that way, and then next week, starting on Monday, it starts cooling down. Actually starts cooling down on Sunday, but the humidity is going to be like in the 70-some%, so it's going to be yucky still. But Monday it starts going down. We got a couple of chances of rain, and boy, do we need it. Everything is looking so pitiful. Even with this hot weather, trying to water things, they still look pitiful. But we're still clicking right along, and hopefully the videos will get back to normal with our projects that we have. Blade's got some good ideas and some projects coming up, so appreciate all of y'all staying with us, staying subscribed to us, following along with us, being part of our YouTube family, and loving us enough to pray for our family and for little Rowdy. And until next time, guys, this is Josie. I love you guys. I really, really do. Keep looking well to the ways of your household. Hug your family. Till next time, we're going.